So Days of the Week with Farmer Clay talks about working hard and getting paid for it, going out there and striving every day to make something of yourself, to, enjoy and reap the rewards once you get done with what you got going on.
You're watching the Spotlight Network, starring Hollywood's newsman, Logan Crawford.
They now believe a single member.
He works with TV and film legends. And now, Logan's shining the spotlight on the world's top emerging authors and creators.
International were abducted.
This is Spotlight with Logan Crawford, streaming on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV.
I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on the Spotlight Network, we're shining a light on U.S. Air Force veteran and author Bernard Schwartz. He has penned some powerful books, and he is using his books to educate children, to inspire them, and instill pride in American values. His works include Who is a Veteran?, What is Memorial Day?, Brad Cannot Add, and Fat Rat Lost His Hat. The books blend rhyme, fun, heart, and humor with important lessons about patriotism, literacy, and inclusion. Through his unique storytelling, the author helps young readers understand the heroes among us and the principles that unite us. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today on Spotlight, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like him by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing his amazing works. The links are below this interview. Bernie, great to see you here today.
Thank you for having me. Nice to see you too.
Nice to see you, sir. Let's talk about your military service. First of all, thank you for your service. But let's talk about how it influenced your storytelling.
Like you said, I was in the United States Air Force. I spent 8.5 years working on radios and radar systems on a C-130. Through my experiences and through my actual growing up life, because I've always been an artist in life and just combined it with writing, but I was able to go to college where I was given a chance or told to write a book about a rhyming book for children. I wrote it, and then somebody challenged me to write more books, and then somebody challenged me to write the veterans, Who is a Veterans book, and that's when I came up and did it. But as far as my military career, just my experiences going to basically 14 different countries, fighting in Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and being in and out of Somalia during all that time frame has taught me the fact that America is the greatest country in this world, and I wanted to show that through my writings and through my illustrations about why we are free with Who's a Veteran, and to remember those who have given their lives with my books. My rhyming books were just started with the fact of going through college and being part of college that just got me into writing and all that. And like I said before, I grew up just drawing, illustrating, and organizing different things in life.
Well, we're glad you're putting those talents to use in these wonderful books. I think too many people don't understand the sacrifices that people like yourself make to serve our country. Talk to us, for example, why it's important for kids to understand what Memorial Day represents and what Memorial Day means.
I believe that all veterans have given something of their lives, no matter if they were working on the front lines or working behind the front lines. Memorial Day, to me, and I believe that everybody should understand, is the fact that it's not for veterans, but for those veterans who paid the ultimate price and sacrificed their lives to maintain our freedom and our constitutional rights. It gives us the right to view who or the way we see things in life.
Yeah,
And to be part of, to grow up into great Americans,
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about the book, Who is a Veteran? Tell us what that is about and what it teaches children.
Um, who is a veteran is the book that was asked to be or challenged to me to be made by an elementary teacher, telling me that there was not any books out there for elementary teachers to really talk about who the veteran is, especially on Veterans Day and different things like that. It talks about that anybody can be a veteran. It talks about why we served, each branch of the military, except for Space Force, because I wrote the book before Space Force.
Right.
But just everybody know that Space Force is now a branch of the military. It talks about why we stand for the national anthem, it actually talks about the sacrifices that everybody gave something of their lives. Some gave even more than that with an arm, a leg, an eye, or whatever. As far as being our disabled veterans, and then some paid the ultimate price with their lives.
Yeah.
And then talks about why we stand for the American flag during the national anthem, why we stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance, and to be proud of that.
Absolutely, absolutely. These are great values, important goals that you're hoping to achieve with children because this is a great country. We have to take pride in it. We have to understand the sacrifices that our veterans make. So I think this is great work. Your books also deal with other topics other than patriotism, such as Brad Cannot Add. Tell us about that book.
Okay. Uh, First of all, I'm going to add another book in here that probably just got published in here, but this is the first book that I ever written. It's
Okay, The Days of the Week with Farmer Clay and Faye.
correct. This is the book that got me started in writing and illustrating books,
Hmm.
because this was the assignment that I had to have for college to get in. I got my associate's degree in arts.
Hmm.
Um, so I did that, and as I was doing it, I was at the dojo watching my daughters do karate
Hmm.
and just working on my homework while I'm waiting on them. And that's how I got challenged to do other books.
Gotcha.
So my three rhyming books that I have published already talk about different aspects of life. Okay. So Days of the Week with Farmer Clay talks about working hard and getting paid for it, going out there and striving every day to make something of yourself, to, enjoy and reap the rewards once you get done with what you got going on,
Hmm.
with work. Fat Rat Lost His Hat was basically is a book that talks about oh helping out a friend, no matter who they are, no matter what they look like. Help somebody out, help your fellow neighbors out, be there for them. And all three of my books use rhyming words to kind of give a little jingle to the reading and understanding. Brad Cannot Add is talks about don't be afraid to have, if you have problems in school, to ask for help, to ask for, you know, learning.
Yeah,
Don't be afraid to
exactly.
learn. Don't be afraid to learn.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be afraid to ask for help. When you need help, you need help. And all of us do from time to time. So that's an important lesson as well. That's really, really wonderful. Are you working on anything right now? Any new books coming out?
Um, Not quite yet. I've had a bout of uh cancer here about 2 years ago, and I'm kind of
Sorry.
getting over all that. Thank God it has been benign on that. But
Yeah.
um, I've got a lot of ideals on my thing. Like right now, I'm slowly but surely writing a chapter book about my daughter's doing karate,
Hmm.
called Sister Bears Do Karate. But I'm chapter books kind of. I'm kind of having a little long time. Like these books here only took me maybe about 2 or 3 weeks to work on.
Right, right.
Where
Well,
chapter, I'm trying to remember things and write it in the thing and make it like let the story flow, and the more will
great.
go. I'm
Awesome.
also I'm also working on trying to come up with like last two letters of the word, like AD for Brad Cannot Add, or AY for the Days of the Week with Farmer Clay.
Right.
Trying to work on finding like the last two letters to work on a rhyming books, more rhyming books and different things like that.
So, well, that sounds terrific. It's a worthwhile pursuit for you to write these books. If Hollywood were to come to you and wanted to turn one of your books into a TV series or a program for children, which book would you choose and why?
I would have to say, I don't know. To me, they're all really good for to give out moral values, more understanding.
Yep.
I would say Days of the Week with Farmer Clay and Faye for right now because it teaches everybody to work hard, strive forward, go on. I mean,
Exactly.
all my books are good. Who's a veteran? That's just telling people are giving the children a way to learn who us veterans are, what we've done, or who they can
Hmm.
be. Memorial
Yeah.
Day is just kind of an information one, but I would say all three of my rhyming books would be perfect. But I would
Yeah.
probably start out with Days of the Week with Farmer Clay and Faye first.
Yep. Awesome. Well, I think that's great. I think all of your books would be terrific programs for children. They teach a lot of great lessons, they teach a lot of great values, and they have a lot of great morals in them as well. The books we've been talking about today include Who is a Veteran? What is Memorial Day? Brad Cannot Add, and Fat Rat Lost His Hat. They are powerful tools to educate and entertain the next generation. Bernie, thank you so much for joining me here today.
I want to thank you very much for having me, and thank Writers Branding for publishing my book and getting me to do this. I also want to thank God and thank my family, friends in America for giving me the opportunity to show who I really am through my art, through my writings, and everything.
Wonderful,
And,
Bernie. Well, we
and always
appreciate that.
and always thank a veteran. And
And
police and fire, first responders, all that.
absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time here today. Thank you for your service. Wonderful books all around. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight.